Yeah, here, hang out with Aslan for a little bit.
He doesn't know I'm not holding him in place anymore.
That's her meow. Oh, yeah, look at this belly baby. Look at that belly.
He's in outdoor mode.
Oh, yeah.
You're assaulting him.
Oh, Aslan. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
my goodness.
Aslan. Aslan.
He's gonna paralyze you from the waist down like the voles. Nope. You're not going over there with him. He's going just to the neighbor. Say hi, Mr. Meowsman. Look at who that tail is. What's that? All the colors on this phone are very pretty. He already did his round around the house where he checks for any voles and he rubs his face on all the corners so that other cats know this is his yard. So now we're just laying around chilling.
What's up? Are you here for pets? Ooh, pets. Ooh, yes. I know, I love pets too. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Get him, Aslan.
You're sure he left and not like somebody working in their area?
Yeah, because he was on the phone saying he's about to go somewhere in the Toyota.
Alright, her husband's not home. Where's the
okay.
closest place I could drive to get a 15mm wrench?
Isn't there one of those car places right on the corner across the highway? They'd probably have a larger set for cars.
Maybe. Can I take your car?
Yeah. Keys should be in my purse.
Where's your purse?
Good question. I don't know. Do you hear the crickets? They're over here somewhere. I should probably take that off of him. He's gonna get tangled in a stick. Hold this battery pack. It's huge. It's probably easier to live stream as a girl because you can put your battery pack and accessories and all that stuff in a purse or a cute little backpack. I guess dudes could use a laptop bag or whatever, but every time I hear people talk about Ice Poseidon, they make it sound like he looks like a reporter, like a cameraman crew dude, and it's like super intimidating. But I guess he's using like a DSLR in that really big satellite pack, huh? Can I open the chat in here?
Alright, I'm gonna find it. Can you find it?
Oh, yeah. Here. Do you want me to, here, I can take this off of him.
Sorry. Got the adjustable wrench? No, fuck off. I'd rather just have a one size for like a perfect fit. I don't want to wrench a fucking thing like that. I'd rather just be able to meme it off. You have so many weeds? Yeah, dude, I don't know. We sprayed the fuck out of the other side of the house and killed them all, but this shit is ridiculous. We just need to bleach it all and start over.
Where I sprayed for it last year, it's still not there again, so I think if I spray all of this side and stuff, it should all die and not come back.
Do you see anybody? You need a socket set? Yeah, no, we have a socket set, but it only goes up to 13 millimeter.
We got it at that car place too, so that's kind of weird.
Mr. Aslan. Okay, here you go. I'll be back.
Just put my hand in their face. I'm sorry. What did they do? I don't know how to... What happens when he runs off? He stops and sniffs everything. Has he agreed to the social contract? No, Aslan does not. Aslan's favorite pastime is catching small rodents and only half killing them. I hate nature. How difficult is it to prepare his food? It's not very difficult. Actually, since the fridge got here, I have to go get the ingredients to make the next batch, so I could stream making his food tomorrow or the next day. He kills for sport, yes, because he gets fed, so he doesn't need to kill for fun. He might get shot by the neighbors. I wouldn't be surprised if the dude in the back was that hardcore. He's like super into his yard, and it upsets him when we don't do ours. Like when the grass is growing really fast when it's cooler out. It's the fridge and washer all hooked up. The fridge we need, Steven's uncle is going to set up another water line for it. And then the dishwasher, I have to hook that up today. I unhooked the other one. I mean, Aslan did, right? If you check his Twitter, he has pictures. Does Aslan drink water regularly? When he's on the diet that I make him, he doesn't drink it very much because it has a lot of moisture in it. He can't pass that thing. Aslan! Hey, come back! I have to make sure he doesn't go. Don't you dare! No! Come here! This is a very angry kitty. He likes to come back here. It's his favorite escape route, but it's a fenced-in area. Angry kitty. Angry kitty. You can hear him. I'm gonna try to take him over to where the voles usually show up, so maybe he'll chill out. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Okay. Why doesn't the Twitch chat scroll? Mission failed. Is he not allowed to leave? Correct. I don't let him roam on his own because he doesn't wear a collar. Aslan! He has really bad allergies, so if he wears a collar normally, he'll scratch himself until he bleeds. He has a really bad scab on his back. Oh, can you see all these holes? These are the vole holes. So snakes, spiders actually. When the voles leave, the spiders move in. So sometimes we'll come over here and there'll be lots and lots of spiders crawling out. Bring the voles back. Get the flamethrower. The ground is really hard right now, so I have to, when it gets cooler, I'll start watering so that the ground gets a little bit softer, and then in the morning when it's cool, I'll spray weed killer on all this stuff, and then tamp the ground a little bit where it's dry and there's holes, and see if I can get them to move out. What did he catch? Did he catch something? They have a big hole here on the side of the house as well. Is Aslan neutered? Yes. Nope, nothing. False alarm. Is he an indoor cat? Yes. But he was a feral, so he really enjoys going outdoors, so I come outside with him every other day for a while. Sometimes just for like 5 or 10 minutes, but other times we'll spend an hour out here and he'll just lounge around in the grass and take a dirt bath and stuff. Where did he go? He went to get a 15mm socket for our wrench. Do you ever drop him upside down to see if he lands on his feet? Not on purpose. He looks fat. He is a little bit overweight because he was on a different diet for a year and he gained some weight on that. But he's since switched back, so he's steadily losing weight again. He wasn't overweight enough that the vet called him overweight, but she did say that he was on track to being a fatty. Oh, ratchet. Yeah, not wrench, sorry. Do you think his self-image is more important? Fat cats are happy. That's not really generally true. Because generally if they're fatter, they're more likely to have other problems like diabetes or kitty kidney disease. He's eating the grass to puke. Yes, that's what he does it for. Cats are obligate carnivores. That means that grains and rice and things like that they put in all sorts of pet food are not part of their diet. In nature, that stuff would make up less than 2% of the things they intake. Has he interacted with other pets, like a dog or another cat? The house they had him stay at, the rescue people, there was one other cat, because they couldn't put him at the house that had lots of cats because he was a bully. And but he did well with my parents' dog for a little while when I stayed with them before I moved away from college to a job. He met 2 kittens briefly, but it was not in a healthy environment. Like, he was in his kennel and they were antagonizing him, and then someone let him out, so he tried to catch them. So I don't think I want to introduce him to other cats, because I don't think he'd do very well about it. Why aren't you watching Destiny? I don't know why he didn't take you with him. I think because he was just expecting to be gone for like 5 minutes, and I don't have a prop for a phone in my car. What was my favorite topic in mechanical engineering? That's a really tough one because I was good at most of my classes, so I enjoy being good at things. The mechatronics stuff was really cool when you started getting into the more advanced controls and system stuff, and I ended up being a systems engineer for 4 or 5 years, so probably that stuff. What did I work on at Lockheed? I'm not at liberty to say. I can tell you that before I worked for Lockheed, I worked for L3 as a structural engineer on aircraft. So we would take old aircraft and rejob them. So I would redesign the structural interior so that we could take a plane that did one thing and make it do another, usually communications related things. What clearance? People generally tell you not to say what clearance you had unless it's for applying for another defense job, because they don't want you to make yourself a target for attacks, basically. So if I was applying for a job with you, I'd tell you, but since I'm not, and there's probably a lot of people in here right now, I don't want somebody with friends in the wrong places to be more interested in me than they should be. How strong are you at Go? I haven't played Go in a long time, so probably not very. Hajri. Hajri, I'll tell you my clearance level if you buy me a Twitch subscription to Destiny. I'm just kidding, don't do that. I won't do it. I won't tell you. It's already done. No! Could I beat Destiny in chess? Possibly. Aslan, no. No. Don't hiss at me. What? You're not going in his yard. Could I beat him in a fist fight? Him? He doesn't have fists. Steven, no. I only, basically when we started lifting weights, it became increasingly obvious how much more natural upper body strength men have than women, because even though proportionately my legs were doing much better, especially since he hurt his back and I had to back off for a while, my arms are like limp noodles. It's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. Noodle arms. Yeah, so I guess I can't believe he's not back by now. The car place is like right across the highway. My overhead is like, I don't know, 55 and my bench is like 65. It's really bad. Okay. He's dead? No, not in my car. I mean, this was when did we meet? 2011? This was a 6-year plan. He's been with me for 6 years just so he could steal my 2005 V6 Mustang, even though he has a Ford RS. Kilos or pounds? Pounds, definitely pounds. He can't go fast enough to crash and hurt himself in there. Are you doing work as an engineer and again in the future? I actually have interviews this week with Northrop Grumman, but they're in like California, and I don't think they'll give me a good enough offer to make it worth what they'll offer me. Ah! There he goes. You are not going across the street. Don't even think about it, young man. I see you looking over there. It's expensive to live in, yeah. And it looks like on average they offer people like $80K, but I was already making more than that in Virginia, so I'm not going to take an increase of cost of living of $1,000 of a month for a 10 grand pay cut. That's pretty ridiculous. Is he secretly romantic? Nope, not at all. If you're in like severe pain or distress, then yes, he'll be very caring, but in general, no, not romantic. If you ask him to take you to like dinner or something, he will. That's near the cat. Aslan, he'll always take me to dinner. He's very romantic. Does he tell you to kill yourself often? Only when I make a really bad joke. Does he call me my dude? He calls me dude sometimes, yeah. Buddy, yeah, buddy is more common. Does he mow the yard? Yeah, usually. He hasn't since he got back from LA, so in case you couldn't tell. He doesn't say anything. I'm sure I need to cut him off. Look, he's speeding up because he can tell. doesn't really meme with me very much. Like the way he like jokes and teases other people, he doesn't do that to me. He just never has. Like I've usually done it to him, but for some reason he just doesn't do it to me. I don't know. How's the web dev going? Actually really well. I just finished the design for a print shop for my art stuff, but I have to make that live. Soon. Yum. Maybe because he doesn't want to be mean to you. I don't know. Just be really mean to him. Oh, I've tried that before though, and it just seems to upset him. I don't know. Why did you break up? We didn't. If I end up having to like move away for job stuff or whatever, we probably will. There's no jobs for me in this area, so I'm trying to do the art stuff. So if the art stuff goes really well, I can live wherever I want, but if I have to go back to doing engineering stuff, then I have to, since I'm in the defense field, I can basically live in California, in the DC area, in a couple places in Texas. Would I take Aslan? Yes, I would take Aslan. Don't forget Seattle. Oh yeah, there's a couple in Seattle. That's true. He can't move because Nathan is here, his son. And obviously I would never expect him to put me above his son, ever. Do I have to work as a defense engineer? Not necessarily, but it's what I've done most, what I have the most experience in, what I could get the highest pay in. What if we had a son? That's not gonna happen. Create my own startup. I've had somebody suggest that before, to do like what is it? Contract work for the Air Force Base here. I just don't know what I would do. Show face. I don't want to show myself. I'm in pajamas. And, well, not pajamas, but a robe over the clothes I'm wearing. And I haven't done my hair. Show feet. What about working for SpaceX? Well, the people I would work for them would be in California also. The structural engineers for SpaceX are in California. I don't know where their systems engineers are, though. I could probably do something like that as well. Or that's what I did before. I have a friend who worked there, or I guess he still works there, but he doesn't do what he did before. He was in the thermal fluid systems area, and they did a recovery of a spacecraft, and he lost his foot. So, not always the safest job. But he was specifically doing vehicle recovery, so. Oh, there he goes. So he has a robot foot now. How did I meet him? He went to a StarCraft tournament at my university as I graduated and was moving. Oh, no! Damn it! He's going after that squirrel. Aslan! Stupid squirrel. I can't believe he's not back. Did he get lost? Oh, you can't climb trees? Oh, I'm sorry. Boo-hoo. The squirrel's laughing at you. I'm putting the camera to the grass because I don't want you to see the neighbor's yard. That might be rude. Come here. Go home. Go home. Home. It's not home. Go home. Go on. Go on. There we go. He's really mad. Oh, hey, look who's back. Took him a while. He's a safe crosser. He looked both ways. Aww.
Did we ever make an appointment for your car?
No. I should do that for this week.
The brakes are really squishy.
Are they worse than they were before?
I don't know. They're scary. Like it's scary to drive for me. Alright, what's up, my dudes?